Truth be told, one of the reasons Jeffrey Barker is as driven as he is because he and Ronnie Davis drove each other so hard. Angie Travis and Jeff Pittman from Hickory Enclosed Trailers will tell you they're all like family. Please welcome to the stage Ronnie Davis' daughter, Michelle Davis Seeger, and to accept Ronnie Davis' induction by the 2017 class of the Division II Hall of Fame.
Thank you for your patience, and it'll be tough, as you all understand. So thank you. I'm just going to read what Bridget and I spent months writing, so I'm just going to read it. Thank you to the Hall of Fame voting committee for selecting our father, Ronnie the King Davis, for this esteemed honor. Thank you to Bill Holt and Rick Schaefer for his staff at Nhra. Words cannot express how much, I'm so sorry, how much we wish that Dad was here accepting this award instead of us. It's still very hard to believe our father, who is larger than life, is gone, as I'm sure most of you understand. Most of you feel the same. We'd like to thank Dad's crew chief and our brother, Pete March. I like to call Pete Davis. Pete Davis was Dad's crew chief for the last 15 years. He literally worked 24/7 with Dad on his golf cart business and racing, and put up with a lot from Dad. And we thank you for all the time you spent with him. We love you.
You too.
When I got the call from Rich informing me that Dad was being inducted into the Nhra Division II Hall of Fame, I was overwhelmed with emotion and overjoyed with pride for all of his accomplishments for his 40-plus years of racing, all the while being deeply saddened that he's not here and aware that he is receiving this honor. Our Dad devoted his life. I'm so sorry I'm not looking at you guys. Yeah, okay. Dad devoted his life to racing top sportsmen. He worked all the time and slept very little to support his racing obsession. He had a drive and passion and motivation for racing that we have never seen before. He never quit. His never quit attitude and work harder than anybody else mentality propelled him to great success during his racing career. He wanted to be the best, but he also wanted to race the best. Okay, I'm sorry. She's a little bit sad, so okay, I'll take over. So, yeah. So he had a drive, passion, and motivation for racing that we have never seen. His never quit attitude, work harder than everyone else mentality propelled him to great success during his racing career. He wanted to be the best, but he also wanted to race against the best. Throughout his life, he mentored many other racers and pushed him to be the best they could be. In addition to winning several sportsmanship awards voted on by his peers, if his competitors were having trouble with their car, Dad would give them time to either fix it, or he would even help them fix it to ensure that they were able to race each other. During his final racing season, while in contention for the PDRA championship with Dan Ferguson, Dan wrecked his car. Dad offered his spare car to Dan because he did not want to win the championship by default. He was one of those rare individuals who left a lasting impression on just about anyone that he met. He's one of the few people that you could love and hate at the same time. Those that truly knew him knew he was hysterically funny, very quick-witted, extremely outspoken, but loyal to the core. For as far back as we can remember, Dad's life revolved around racing. When we were kids, we would spend the day with him at Shanley Tucker Auto for his day job, and in the evenings at the race car shop, where he would spend all night working on his race cars. He kept meticulous records about each car and each run that he made. When we were going through his things, we actually found stacks and stacks of racing logs that were all tethered and ruffled because he would spend nights studying them. He got his start in racing in Mountville, Alabama. He convinced our grandparents to buy him his first car after he attended his first race in 1965. A few months later, our grandmother discovered a trophy under Dad's bed, and she came to the realization that he only wanted the car so that he could race it. He spent the early stages of his career running in a heads-up racing program at the Old Atlanta Speed Shop Dragway. The category was called the King of the Hill, and that's where he won his name, the King, by going undefeated for 3.5 years. Later, in 1988, he discovered Top Sportsman, and in the following years became a driving force behind the class's rise in prominence. When he finished building his 1990 Beretta in September of '89, he took it to the Atlanta Speed Shop Dragway, and after just 2 runs, the car was ready. They loaded up the car the same day and went to Warner Robins Dragway for a Dixie Pro stock race, and he won the event. He ran his first Top Sportsman event the next weekend at Bristol. It was the last IHRA race of 1989, and he was the runner-up. From that point on, he was in love with Top Sportsman. Ronnie the King won IHRA Top Sportsman World Championship titles in 1990, 1991, 1997, 2000, and 2002. We think Dad's most memorable and long-lasting contribution to this sport came when he spearheaded the effort to bring this popular Top Sportsman class here to NHRA. In 2002, Bill Holt and Dad brought a 5-race experimental series to Division II. It was an overwhelming success and became an official class in 2003. Alongside Bill, Dad worked tirelessly to help formalize the rules and scheduling. He also personally recruited many of his fellow Top Sportsman racers and sponsored this series as well. Top Sportsman was officially added to each of NHRA's 7 geographic divisions a few years later. In 2015, his ultimate goal was fulfilled when NHRA Top Sportsman World Champion was crowned for the first time. Jerry Brucker. Sorry, did I miss that? Sorry.
Yes, Dad's right. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to end this off with a quote from the Orlando Speed World Dragway track operator Carl Weisinger, that I hope I said that correct. In this
was a part of the voting committee.
Okay. In this life, we get to meet some truly unique people. People that we can honestly say we never met anyone else like them before. Some of you may know some of these names of folks that are unique in their own special and branded way. One of the guys that fell into the nobody else like him category was Ronnie the King Davis. I first met Ronnie when he raced a 10.5 car at the World Street Nationals and some NHRA divisional races in Orlando. Ronnie was somewhat on the intense side at the NHRA races. Problem at the gate with sponsor credentials, Ronnie Davis. Special situation with parking a Queen Mary-sized rig with room to display an acre of golf carts, Ronnie Davis. Division II director needs a few extra tickets for one of the sponsors, Ronnie Davis. Now Ronnie was the results kind of guy. He didn't mind sitting at the gate and blocking traffic until his deal, whatever it was, got straightened out. Although his politics run away from Trump, Ronnie was a lot like him on his own level. He got things done. I knew I could call him anytime and get his opinion, and he had plenty of them. Rest in peace, Ronnie. We liked you a lot better than we thought we did.
Thank you.